Imagine waking up one day to find that the head of the world's most influential artificial intelligence company is no longer human. It sounds like science fiction, but Sam Altman, the CEO of OpenAI, dared to raise that possibility. In an informal interview with comedian Theo Von, Altman hinted that an AI could sit in his office sooner than we might imagine. This statement has put some fascinating questions on the table. Could a machine manage humans? What are the risks and benefits? Are we ready to hand our leadership over to algorithms? Over the next few minutes, we'll explore 4 chapters that examine this idea, its economic and energy implications, and the ethical debates it raises. Sam Altman's confession. In his conversation with Theo Von, Sam Altman spoke frankly about the future of artificial intelligence. He acknowledged that models are advancing so quickly that an algorithm capable of doing the job of a chief executive no longer seems like a joke. He even confessed that he isn't afraid of being replaced by AI. On the contrary, he's excited by the possibility of devoting his time to new challenges. Far from being an act of humility, this position reflects Altman's confidence in the systems he is helping to create. The interview revealed other surprising details. Altman explained that OpenAI already has models more powerful than GPT-5, but can't make them widely available because the necessary infrastructure is lacking. He also predicted that in a few years we will see autonomous agents capable of performing tasks like booking a restaurant or buying a product online without human intervention. And, as if that weren't enough, he said that achieving artificial general intelligence requires a technological advance comparable to nuclear fusion. The need for energy and computing power is so great that he even floated the idea of building data centers in space. Call to action: would you accept working for an algorithmic boss? Tell me in the comments and share this video so more people join the conversation and we can explore this future together. The bubble and the trillions at stake. Although Altman bets on a future in which AI leads companies, he doesn't ignore the risks surrounding the sector. In August 2025, he acknowledged that investor enthusiasm has generated a bubble in the artificial intelligence market. He compared the situation to the dot-com fever of the late 90s. There is a revolutionary technology, but many projects are valued far above their true potential. According to Altman himself, some startups with only a handful of employees receive multi-million-dollar investments that are hard to justify. Despite this caution, OpenAI has no plans to slow down. On the contrary, its plan is to build the infrastructure that will make the Internet of Intelligence possible. Altman estimates the company will have to invest trillions of dollars in data centers to handle the avalanche of users who use ChatGPT every day. For him, success will depend not only on algorithms but on whoever controls the physical capacity to run them, buildings full of processors, advanced cooling, and a colossal energy supply. That vision makes OpenAI more than just a software company. It puts it on par with major utilities, the energy challenge, and nuclear fusion. One of the biggest obstacles to that future is energy. Altman insists the world needs much more computing power, but also points out that covering the Earth with data centers is not sustainable. These facilities consume enormous amounts of electricity and water. In some places they have already caused environmental problems. That's why he proposes radical solutions: building data centers in orbit to dissipate heat and avoid overloading the planet's resources, or backing nuclear fusion as an almost limitless and clean energy source. Altman argues that fusion is the only way to support the computational load that artificial general intelligence demands. OpenAI already funds research in this field and hopes that AI itself will accelerate discoveries. However, he is also aware of the social risks. The same technology that could solve energy problems could create an unprecedented surveillance state. Altman admits he is concerned about increasing government surveillance and the effects of AI on young people's mental health, as well as the urgent need to legally regulate interactions with chatbots. Ethics and governance of an algorithmic CEO. The idea of an artificial CEO sparks deep debates. Some argue that an algorithm at the helm of a company could analyze huge amounts of data objectively, without bias or emotion, and make more efficient decisions. Others, however, fear that delegating power to a machine would eliminate the empathy and accountability that characterize human leadership. How would we hold an AI accountable for a bad decision? What would happen if it prioritizes economic efficiency over employees' rights? Moreover, current law requires directors to be natural persons or legal entities. So significant legal changes would be necessary to allow an algorithm to occupy that position. Altman contends that AI can complement human work and even free people from the most tedious tasks, but acknowledges that not everything can be delegated. Creativity, intuition, and the ability to inspire remain qualities that are hard to program. Even so, the possibility of a chief executive algorithm prompts us to rethink how companies are governed and what attributes we value in our leaders. In addition to technical and ethical issues, there is a broader societal dimension. The idea of an AI CEO forces us to re-examine how we value labor, creativity, and accountability. It could reshape corporate culture, performance metrics, and the way employees interact with management. Unions, regulators, and civil society groups will all have roles in defining acceptable boundaries for algorithmic governance. Educational institutions may need to prepare future leaders to work alongside or even under AI systems, fostering interdisciplinary collaboration and digital ethics. This transformation will be gradual, but the seeds are being planted today as AI permeates every aspect of business. A future to build. The conversation sparked by Sam Altman forces us to look beyond the present. The idea of an AI taking the helm of a multinational is no longer a novel-length fantasy, it's a possibility that inspires both excitement and fear. It's also a reminder that the AI revolution depends not only on smarter models but on solving infrastructure, energy, and regulatory challenges. Whether or not OpenAI's future involves an AI in charge, the questions we're asking today will shape the world of tomorrow. Final call to action: what do you think? Would you prefer a human CEO or would you trust the decisions of an algorithm? Share this video, leave your thoughts in the comments, and join the conversation about the future of artificial intelligence.